What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny. In this video, we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning tomorrow's fight in Japan. This is a rematch at 115 pounds between two top 15 Japanese super flyweights. Jinya Yamaguchi versus Kantaro Juri. Before I continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one. If you haven't already, could you please remember to hit subscribe? Could you also like this video? Find the notification button, hit that so you can be notified every time I put a video out. Also, guys, pinned right down here in the comment section below is the link for you to become a Johnny Says Boxing VIP Insider. It's a couple bucks a month. This will give you more access to myself on my channel, more access on my daily live streams, but more importantly, you will become a member of our private boxing betting Discord. Click that link to find out more. Guys, my levels of membership, there's two of them. Currently, I'll be releasing level 3 later in the week. The first level, couple bucks a month, gets you access to myself, more accessibility on all my social media channels and the Discord. The level 2, you get all of that, but also every month you get to request one Stats Don't Lie video of any fight of your choice, no matter where it is in the world, no matter if it's a mainstream fight. And this is one of those videos. Shout out to Boxing 427 username. This is your featured video. So let's get into this. Guys, this isn't a mainstream fight. The bookies do have it on paper. If you guys are in Australia, you guys could check out Bet365 and Sportsbet. This fight takes place in about 24 hours in Japan. These guys fought already once before to a draw. Both guys are under the age of 30. You gotta understand Japanese boxing to understand these styles. Literally, they have the lower weight classes on lockdown. This is at 115 pounds. You guys will know Junto Nakatani, the king of 118, and obviously the monster Naoya Inoue at 122. This one's at 15. Right now, the guy who runs that division is an American Bam Rodriguez, but in almost the 900 fighters in the world at 115 pounds, the top 50 of them are flooded with guys from Japan. These are two of them. Within Japan alone, this is number 13 versus number 14. With Yamaguchi, this guy, since their first fight, he has fought once before. He got a decision victory. His opponent, Juri, hasn't fought since that rematch. So in this video, what we're going to do is break down both fighters' careers. Not a lot of fights between either one of them. We're going to talk about their styles. And like always, stay tuned to the end of the video because that's where I'll be giving you my prediction. We'll also be going over the current Las Vegas odds, and I'll be telling you where to put your money. All right, guys, Kantaro Juri in the first fight fought to a draw. He fought brave. He hasn't fought since then. He is undefeated like his opponent. That was his second draw, so some people will call a draw a blemish. Some people wouldn't consider it a blemish. Either way, he's never lost. He's in his late 20s now, and in a division that is so power heavy at 115 with big names, he's gonna have to make his mark in this fight and not leave it to the judges. He's a southpaw, very fun style. If you watch Japanese boxing, you know what I'm talking about. Both of these guys are southpaws. They're both gonna be on their front foot, and they throw a bunch of volume. In that first fight, you could have picked it either side. I wouldn't have been mad if it would have went to Juri or Yamaguchi. The judges cut it right in half and said, hey, let's run this back. Juri hasn't fought since this fight. He's kind of been on the shelf. I couldn't find much on him. There's not a lot on social media of either guy. I told you they're not household names. The only tape I found, and the only one I really watched on this film study, was their first fight. I watched his opponent Yamaguchi's last fight as well. With Yamaguchi, he's another southpaw. He's going to be a couple years younger than his opponent Juri, just like his opponent. A lot of volume, wants to fight in the pocket, typical Japanese style. I like Yamaguchi's body work. I also like his punch placement, and I think this rematch, the fans in Japan asked for it. This one is also a 10-rounder. I should mention the first fight was an 8-rounder. I do want to take a closer look at both fighters' careers and see what they've been up to. Let's look at Juri. Guys, Kantaro Juri is 7-0-2. Of his 7 wins, he has 2 knockouts. Out of 881 fighters in the world at 115 pounds, He's ranked number 49. Only be his 9th pro fight since the first fight. Like I said, he hasn't fought since. I'm not sure why they shelved him. Maybe he just couldn't get a fight. Maybe he was waiting for the rematch. Who knows? He's going to be a guy who's going to want to get on the front foot. And if the first fight plays out like this one, it's going to be all action. The Japanese media marketed this fight when it was over, when they did their write-ups, as a potential fight of the year. If you like exciting boxing, tune in. Neither guy has a lot of knockouts on their record. Like I said, both guys have under 10 pro fights, and they're just trying to get above in that pecking order to one day maybe potentially fight for a world title. This is for the Japanese super flyweight title. Right now, let's take a closer look at Jinya Yamaguchi and see what he's been up to in his career. As Jinya Yamaguchi is 5'6". He's 25 years old, and he was born and raised in Tokyo, Japan. His record is 6-0-1. With the 6 wins, he has 2 knockouts. Just like in his opponent, neither guy has losses. Neither guy has a lot of knockouts. Neither guy has a lot of fights. It's literally, once again, going into this fight at 50-50, in my opinion. Before I get into the current Las Vegas odds, I want to let everybody know I do live streams every day. In those live streams, we go over method of victories, we go over over-unders, prop bets, underdog bets, that sort of thing. In these Stats Don't Lie videos, if you're new, all you're going to get is my money line prediction. All right, guys, wherever you are in the world, let's pull out our sports betting apps. Currently on the money line, Yamaguchi is $1.56 favorite, meaning you put 100 on him, you get your money back plus $56. The draw is 16-1. Kantaro Yuri is $2.60 underdog, meaning you put 100 on him, you get your money back plus 160 bucks. Guys, going into this past weekend's fight, we covered a fight on the channel that was also a rematch. It was the second fight between Jinya Boston and Belal Fawaz. And in my breakdown, we picked Belal Fawaz. We got our money. We got him at plus 325. But I did a live stream earlier in the week, and one of my guests brought up the potential risk of a draw. And I turned to him and I said, hey, I can't remember on paper the last time a rematch happened and both fights ended in a draw. So that was my pushback on not taking a draw with Boston versus Belal Fawaz. Plus other things, I just felt like Belal was the better fighter. I felt like his energy, his career trajectory was a little bit higher, and I was accurate on both. I feel it was one of those fights where when Las Vegas released their odds, I felt like Vegas had it wrong. Sometimes they get it right. I felt like on that fight, they got it wrong. This fight, Yamaguchi versus Juri, that draw is 16-1. I gotta be honest with you, I think the draw is actually in play. This is a 10-rounder. Because neither guy is very experienced, neither guy has knockout power, both guys have similar styles, both southpaws, both 5'6". They already shared the ring together. If I had to give a slight edge, I would agree with the odds having Yamaguchi at $1.56 favorite based on I liked in the first fight Yamaguchi's body work. I also liked his receipts. Every time Juri would return fire, which he did every single time, very brave, it seemed like Juri got caught headhunting at times and wasn't always the most accurate of a puncher. He would miss, Yamaguchi would give him his receipts and finish to the body. Yamaguchi would also start off his flurries to the body, so he wasn't just using his body rips to counter, he was using his body punches to enter. So I really like that about him. I like Yamaguchi. He's the younger fighter. And one more thing, Yamaguchi has had a fight since their first one. So I'm going to agree with the bookies here. I'm going to side with the favorite, Yamaguchi, at $1.56. I'm going to put my money on him. This is not an echo chamber. Let me know in the comment section below. How do you see this one going? Remember, guys, if you're catching this now, this fight happens tomorrow. So if you want action, you got to get on it now. Will it be Yamaguchi or Juri? Also, guys, stay tuned. This is a new boxing week. We have a bunch of fights happening at the end of the week. In the UK, there's a couple fight cards also in America. Danny Garcia is fighting, so stay tuned to the channel. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.